Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how are you doing? So in today's ASMR video about the UEFA Champions League, we'll also be looking later at the Europa League and the Conference Leagues as well, so don't worry. So in today's video we're going to take a look at the results from all of the quarter-final matches, and I think we'll actually use this opportunity to predict some of the semi-final first round results as well, even though they're about 2-3 weeks away. So let's have a little look then. I predicted Chelsea would lose 1-0 at home to Real Madrid, and they lost 2-0 at home. I said that Madrid would score first and Vinny would be the man of the match, but for that I only had, well, actually it was my best one. I had 5 points, so I got the result. A win for Real Madrid, correct. This one I said Napoli would win 2-1. I was really rooting for Napoli in this year's competition, but I have to say I was really impressed with Milan, especially their counter-attacking tactics, and by the absolutely amazing Rafa Leao. So they actually came away with a 1-1, and that meant that they went through because they won the first leg. So it was 2-1 overall, and yeah, that goal by Rafa Leao was just so important. I said that Napoli would score first, and I was wrong, and I said that Kvara would be the man of the match, and once again, I have to say Milan kept him incredibly quiet. So yeah, really good defensive performance by Milan. Okay, so I said Inter would win against Benfica 1-0. I was completely wrong. Benfica drew 3-3. What a match. I mean, they were all amazing matches. Admittedly, I didn't watch the Real Madrid one or the Man City. I watched these two, the two Milans. And yeah, I'm so excited about the fact that they are facing each other in the semi-finals. That is amazing. So 3-3. So I got that wrong. 5-3 on aggregate. I said Inter would score first, and I said Barella would be man of the match. I'm really shocked he wasn't. I can't think who would be, in fact, because his goal was sensational. I played my booster, so I got 2 points instead of just 1. Whoopsie. And then lastly, Bayern Munich, I said would lose at home 2-1 to Manchester City. It was 1-1 in the end. 4-1, a bit of a hammering really, and a wake-up call to Bayern Munich. I said Bayern would score first, they didn't. They equalised with Joshua Kimmich, if I remember correctly. And I said Gundogan would be man of the match, and he wasn't, so it's fine. So, let's do this. Real Madrid, Man City. Milan against Inter. They're really even, actually, aren't they? I think Man City are going to do it, but maybe not in the Bernabeu. So I think maybe 1-1. I don't see them losing. 1-1, I think is a sensible prediction. And then Milan Inter. Oh, it's going to be a 0-0, isn't it? It's going to be a 0-0. They both counter-attacks, like, it's either going to be really high scoring, like 3-3, or it's going to be 0-0. They're both the two most offensive teams in the competition, and I think that Man City and Real are the two most attacking teams in the competition, so that's going to be a very intriguing battle. Could this be Man City's year, finally? Or could it just be Real Madrid again? Could one of the Milans do it? The two powerhouses. I think Milan is the side, along with Juve, I think, in the back of my mind, has won more times than other. I think it's. I'll have to look at my. I kind of feel that Milan. I mean, Inter of the two won it last, didn't they? But Milan's won it plenty of times. So, yeah, stellar competition and a return to form of two of the classic best sides in the competition. Okay, so that's what I'm predicting. Give me a comment. Slate me if you want to. Disagree with me, agree with me, tell me I'm amazing. Totally up to you. Yeah, now we're going to look at the Europa League. Sorry, before we do go to the Europa League, I came back because I just wanted to show you the top three. Nico's still right up there on 433, Thierry, but Borussia Amauri has just nipped into the top three. Duncan, Pablito, Norbert, Harvey, etc. I'm down in 14th. I didn't change my teams, to be honest, and I'm quite rubbish at this, so yeah. But 77 of you have joined me. Thank you so much. If you see a name on the list, thank you ever so much for playing along. It's so awesome. Okay, like I said, let's check out the Europa League. Okay, so I actually managed to get 13 points, which I got 15 last time. So I'm kind of pleased with that. I said Roma to win Feyenoord in a close match 2-1. It was 4-1, but after extra time it was 1-1. I watched this match. I've kind of, I have to admit, I've kind of fallen for Roma this year. As you know, I'm doing a football manager save on them at the second. And yeah, they were fantastic. I feel really sorry for Feyenoord, but they're going to win the title in the Eredivisie anyway, so they've got something to look forward to. They will be in the Champions League. How funny would it be if they were in the same group in the Champions League? Because if you remember, Roma beat Feyenoord in the Conference League final last year, in the inaugural final. This year they've put them out in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. What are the chances they meet again in the Champions League in the third year in a row? That would be quite a story. So, yeah, it was 4-1. Dybala came off the bench and wreaked havoc. I said Laurent Pellegrini to score first. He did score, but I think it was like the third goal. Dybala scored the first. And first team to score, Roma. Oh, did they? Oh, yeah, there was 2-1 actually, wasn't it? How did I? Interesting. Okay, so yeah, I said 2-1 and it was 4-1 anyway, so I got 5 points. So then I said a 1-1 draw. No way, it was Leverkusen 4-1 winners away from home. Really sorry to see Union leave Europe this year, but we'll see you back. Maybe even in the Champions League next year. Well done to you guys. So I got 2 points because I said that Bayer Leverkusen would score first. But I just kind of guessed the first player to score. And then I got 6 points for Juve. I said 1-1, and that's exactly the score. And I got these 2 bits wrong, though. I said Sporting would score first, and Juve did. So I got a couple of points for that. And this one, well, who saw that coming? I mean, okay, I was told by one of you guys, thank you for your comment, to replace Fernandes because he wasn't available. But 3-0 winner, Sevilla. It was just a complete mess for Man United. They crumbled. I mean, okay, they didn't have the 2 centre-backs. They didn't have Fernandes in midfield. They didn't have Rashford up front. But you'd still think that they wouldn't lose 3-0. But the crowd were amazing for Sevilla. And they pressed Man United really high up the pitch. Just made them make mistakes. And then you've got Harry Maguire. So the rest is history. So 0 points for that. Thanks, Man United. Okay, should we predict next week's then? So Roma, Leverkusen, Juventus, Sevilla. This is fascinating because you've got Sevilla and Leverkusen, who at the beginning of the year were both in the relegation zones, and then you've still got 2 Italian teams in this competition. Italy, by far and away, the team that has done the best in Europe this year. So yeah. So Roma at home for the first leg. Shame, I would have preferred to be at home for the second leg. It's going to be a really tough ask. I think they can win 1-0 at home, Jose Mourinho style. First team to score Roma Ovs. First player to score. It depends. Abraham and Belotti are not scoring, so I'm going to put Dybala, but it's more likely to be like a header from a defender or something like that. But I'll put Dybala. And I'm going to put... Oh, I don't... Do I have my... Yeah, I'm going to play my booster. Because this one's a little unpredictable. Juve are really good, and they've got their points back. So they're third in Serie A now. Roma fourth. But Sevilla are playing brilliantly at the minute. I think a similar 1-0 to the Italian team. And I think... God, I don't know about scorers though. Because their usual players aren't scoring that much. I'm going to play it safe and save Vlahovic, but I'm not confident he's going to be a goal scorer. Can I play a booster twice? What happens if you play a booster? Does it take it away from the other? No, sorry, I'll put the booster back on Roma. Okay, so I think 1-0 to both the Italian teams. Could it be a Roma-Juve all-Italian final? Could be, couldn't it? But I think Sevilla and Leverkusen will both have something to say about that. Sevilla in this competition, I don't think they've ever lost. If they get into a semi-final, they win the trophy. I think is the sort of thing that they have behind them. So, okay, let's take a look at the league then. View league. So Nico, kicking butt. Bogdan, well done. Striker 77, and to Maxime Saga, and I'm number 7. Yeah. Lucky number 7. Okay, I'm going to switch to the Conference League. Okay, so Conference League then. Some bonkers matches. Actually, I think all 4 of them were just absolutely crazy. I started watching this match. I watched the second half of that one when I was cooking. I couldn't watch that one because I was watching the Roma match, but I turned over every now and again, and I was aware of what was going on. I saw the goals. So, Alkmaar, I said 1-1 with Anderlecht. It was 2-0. There was a point in the first half where I thought it was going to be about 4 or 5. Anderlecht just like crumbled. It was really bizarre. So I got... But there was so many... The match was littered with mistakes, I have to be honest. And then, yeah. And injuries. Everyone was just dropping to the floor. But yeah. So I got 1 point for that because I said it was going to be a draw and it was a clear win for Alkmaar, who will be delighted with the fact that they progressed. I got the first team to score correct, but not the player. Actually, he had quite a few shots on goal. Oh no, sorry, I thought it was someone else. It was the winger, is it? With a Danish name, Ostergaard, maybe? He looked pretty bright. Fiorentina, God, this match was just absolutely crazy. So, in the end, it was not a 2-0 win to Fiorentina. It was 3-2. Lech Poznan, well done. It was a late goal by Fiorentina that put them through. 6-4 on aggregate. It was a crazy match. Lech were winning 3-0, I think it was at one point. And Fiorentina got 2 goals at the end, just crazy. So, first team to score was not Fiorentina, and the Serbian striker just came off in the second half. He just had an abysmal game. He's not recovered. He's not the same player as he was when he played for Mainz. Real Madrid just ruined him. But there we go. I played my booster, so I got 2 points instead of 1. And this one I was really gutted about. Nice, I've been watching a lot of this year. Really enjoyed them playing. Thuram in midfield along next to Ramsey. Obviously, one of my favourite players because he's the Welsh captain. Doing brilliant. I hoped Roma would lift the Europa League and Nice would get the conference, but fair play to Ball. They, over the 2 legs, scored 4 goals. They looked really good, so I said 1-1. It was 1-1 actually, but after extra time it was 2-1. So Nice were scored really early on, like the 7th minute. Ramsey set up Laborde to score the goal. But then Ball came back and then got to extra time with their goal and then scored another. So fair play to them. I got 1 point for that. I got 4 points for saying that West Ham would beat Gent 2-1. It was 4-1 in the end, but I think Gent were winning at one point. So yeah, I 4-1 overall. So I predicted a win for West Ham. I got 4 points. Gent scored first, and I didn't get the Benrahma didn't score the goals. I think I can't remember who did now. Declan Rice scored one of the goals, and a couple of other people. Antonio scored one as well. So yeah, 4 points. So overall, what did I get? 8 points. Pretty abysmal. Let's predict, and then we'll have a look at the league. West Ham, I think, will beat Alkmaar. Alkmaar was sprightly, and they had really good attacking football, but they looked really disorganised and a bit weak at points in the match. I think West Ham will exploit that. So I think that they'll win something like 2-0. I think Alkmaar will probably get a result at home. But yeah, I think it'll be tricky for them to go through. I think West Ham now have to be the favourite for the competition. Yeah, Odegaard was decent. He's the one I was thinking of. I'll say Antonio. And I'm going to play my booster on that one because Fiorentina are just so unpredictable. Prior to last night, I would have picked them as my favourite to get into the final, but I think Ball looked really good. So people do not agree with me, but I'm going to say 2-1, even away from home. Ball looked really good. So I'm going to say Ball to score first. And should we say Zakiri to score the goals? And that's what I'm saying. I'm sticking to it. Okay, leagues. There are only 4 of us playing, and I'm 4th. Anyway, I'll get better at this next year, I promise. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Drop me a comment, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and definitely consider subscribing. Hit that subscribe button now if you're new to the channel for plenty more videos on European football. And I'll see you with the next in this series after the next round of matches. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, everyone.